and welcome to Brock Built Stuff. My name is DJ, and today I'm asking the question, should I design or should I buy my 3D models that I plan to list and sell on my 3D print shop? This is a question that I have had, honestly, for some time now, and have only historically ever sold items that I have designed myself. And I am curious if I am missing out on something by being able to buy models that are commercially licensable. But first, time for a sales update. If you see behind me, right back here, there we go. If you see behind me, we're up to 4 sales of the 510 sales goal for 2025. I did some rough math, and with the days that remain in the year, it looks like I'm gonna have to sell, on average, 1.5 items a day. So that's not bad. There's like 340 something days left in the year. I can have days like that, maybe? We'll see. But let's get to a shop update and stats update. All right, so high-level stats update for everybody, and for anybody interested in this, I will be doing this update hopefully once weekly. Don't expect the orders to change quickly until I have more models on my store, and I'll show you my listings and all that stuff as well. So, quick stats update. Currently, views are up to 245. Of that, 130 some have actually visited. That has resulted in roughly 4 sales for a total revenue currently of $63. If we look a little bit more detailed here, we can also see that in general, trends are looking fine. They could be better, they could be worse. The question I have for everybody here is, should I design or should I buy my 3D models? So there's really a few ways to do this, but the main way that I found to do this is to look on things for commercial licensure, and you do that via memberships. So I got looking, and to be honest, I'm somebody who's like pretty into like functional stuff. I really like functional things. I have a bit of a problem with like purely aesthetic items that have no no functional meaning, you know? So we're gonna look at designers who offer memberships of functional items. And just looking through here, there's some really interesting things. You'll also notice there's a lot of vases and lamps. That's weirdly common, and the designs for those sometimes rely just on vase mode printing, which I don't know, not the biggest fan of, but I also understand it's pretty reliable, so I get it. It also allows light to pass through it via the opacity of a thin layer, or a thin wall, so I get it. But just looking through here, like a couple things are standing out to me, like things like this geo-shape one. Really pretty interesting, and specifically it's not the vases that are interesting to me. It is the storage items. So like, as an example, I would love to be able to sell this on my Etsy shop. I think this is really pretty. Honestly, I think it's super functional. It's designed to hold coffee cups and other things on the wall in a visually aesthetic way that also has a function, which I think is fantastic. So let's see what it takes to become a member. Oh, not too bad on the price. It looks like there's a seller and a seller pro. And in this case here, I would probably be interested in seller, because I don't know how many items I want to take from this guy originally to post to my shop. Awesome. Looks like this includes a commercial license to sell physical prints. I can download 8 models a month. Awesome. Looks like 3 to 6 a month added, and I have to give attribution. Awesome. I'm good with that. I love giving people credit for the work that they do. So that's one guy who I might actually choose to go with. And honestly, seems like a pretty simple process. Now, where things are going to get interesting, and you can see in this image and ultimately the 3D model here, is it going to be printable, right? When I'm designing for myself, I can ensure that it's printable. But these models from other people, I don't know. I don't know how printable they'll be. Agreeably, there is some print settings down here that I'm sure will help. A great example here is like the 3x3 piece is 425 by 425, but you would print them independently at that 155 range. Awesome. They would go together, they fit on my printers, it works. And what it's coming to dawn upon me right now is if I'm going to buy models, I'm going to have to do some extra legwork on the model to ensure that it will work with the printers I have and the space requirements that I have, aka build volumes and material requirements. Sometimes some things may require things like ABS or ASA, and right now I can't print those because I don't have a way to vent the fumes or process them accurately. So that got me thinking though, it looks like there's a handful out here, and I'm gonna go through this list later and pick, 3 to 5 people out of it. And ultimately, go ahead and subscribe, find some models I really like, and from there, begin printing them and try to post them to my store. But that's a later this week, next week problem. But on the other side of the coin, what have I always done? Well, historically, I have always designed my own models. So this right here is a 3D model of a wallet half that actually holds, well, cards and cash. It's designed to work with a band that goes here, gives you space for your thumb to push cards up, and honestly, it's a really simple design. In general, I like to think of myself as not a bad designer. I relatively know how things work, I'm spatially oriented, and I can make things. The problem I'm realizing though is this takes time. This wallet took, I don't know, probably about an hour maybe to design and get the tolerances fitted out because I had to test print it to make it fit to the band. But I really liked it, and this was a white elephant gift of all things for Christmas. But I could sell this. It's totally possible. And that is what I did with my Etsy shop. All of my listings are my own design, whether it's a QR generator out of OpenSCAD, or shower hooks that go on glass shower walls of various thicknesses, or this cute little ghost. I designed all of these and took the pictures and posted them accordingly. And there's a lot of time and effort that went into these models, and unfortunately they're just not really selling very well. The shower hooks sell okay, it's like 1 a week, but that's not going to get us to this goal of 510. So what I need to do now is spend some time finding these models, finding designers that I do like and I do resonate with what it is they're making. I'm probably going to focus on functional items, and then download their models, find the best print settings to make those models, and then add them to my shop with the required SEO, titles, descriptions, and attributions required, and see kind of what happens. So for my next video, I will be working through selecting and printing these branded designers and see basically how many new items I can add to my shop. And I want to keep the theme of functional. I want to keep the theme of things that work or things that have a purpose in work. Aesthetics may be secondary to that, such as the shower hooks. They look pretty, but they hold things. Primary function, secondary function. So that's all I have for today. Thank you for watching. I hope this was interesting to you. I hope my thought process behind why I would design versus why I would buy makes sense. And I'm going to continue to rattle with this and think about, well, should I be designing more? I have a few designs in mind that I would love to bring to market. I just need to find the time to do so, and I think I can do both at the same time, but we'll see. So thank you for being here all the way to the end. Obviously, if you like this kind of content, feel free to subscribe and, like the video. And I would also love to know down below, what would you want to be designed that doesn't currently exist in the world? It could be a desktop organizer, it could be some sort of weird functional thing that just weirdly nobody has made, or an idea you've always had. I'd love to hear about it down in the comments below. Otherwise, thank you for watching, and you keep printing your dreams. See you now.